Welcome back to another episode of Daily Fortnite, your daily podcast about Fortnite. I'm your host, Mikey, aka Mike Daddy, aka Magnificent Mikey, and Plopper, aka Spider Pig, is in the shop. That's right, like we talked about in the previous episode, Lisa Simpson and Plopper have come to the item shop, but we'll talk about that more when we get to the item shop. News I want to tell you about today is about Reload. So, they have these modifiers coming out on these dates. On November 15th to 18th, Reload will be Oasis. And then the 18th through the 21st, it will become Slurp Rush. And the 21st through the 25th will be Venture. And then the 25th through the 29th will be a mixture of all of those things. So, that starts on the 15th, which is, what is that? Friday. I'm recording this on Thursday. The last couple of weeks of this season in Reload sound like they should be pretty fun. And then, I'm not even really sure what this is, but if you are a Snapdragon device user, well, Fortnite is now available for Windows on Snapdragon devices. This support extends to all Windows on ARM devices. Be sure to update your PC to the latest Windows 11 version and install the latest graphics drivers. So, yeah, I don't even know. Is that the new? Yeah. Honestly, I don't know. I don't know what Snapdragon is. I know that it's something that they said that they've been working on earlier this year. And if you use Snapdragon, well, Fortnite's now available for it. All right. All right. And that's all the news I have for you today. No big news or announcements here in the middle of the week. So let's take a look how many people are playing this game. Battle Royale 135,000, Reload Ranked 43,000, Blitz 32,000, OG 21,000, Zero Build 95,000, Reload 30,000, Ranked 38,000, Odyssey 12,000, Festival 2,000, OG Zero Build 8,000, Zero Build Ranked 3,000, Reload Zero Build 5,000, Reload Zero Build Ranked 1,000, Ranked Ballistic 2,000, Save the World 10,000, Creative 3,000, Brick Life 3,000, Party Royale 1,000, Rocket Racing 1,000. A lot of those numbers look normal than the other times that I've been recording, but I'm recording really early in the morning today, so I'm guessing that's why. And then I have reason to believe that. Steal the Brain Rot 62,000. Let's see. Bee Tycoon 174. Farm Life 5 246. Mic Up Proximity Chat 799. Fast Slide and Chill 289. Let's see. Prison Escape Roguelike 1,400, Brain Rot Royale 2,700, The Pillars 1,600, and there's a whole lot more to be discovered in the Discover tab. The reason why I said I think it's just the time of day that I'm recording this episode, why the main modes look lower than usual, because our peak number was 1,462,000. So almost identical to the day before, and still really strong numbers. It's still the middle of the week. It's a Thursday, and and actually that peak number is coming from what was the peak number on Wednesday. So, you know, even though the live numbers I'm looking at right now are really low, I imagine in a few hours when there's more people awake, that those numbers are going to go way up. And they'll be more similar to what they have been at the time that I've been recording the last few days. And we'll still see like a similar max number by the next episode. All right, let's go take a look at quests. Give you that reminder. Do those quests so that you can level up, get all of your, bonus Simpsons rewards before the season ends. Do your kickstart, your Springfield stories. You got your weeklies. A few more days before the next set comes out. Watch the shorts. Do your dailies every day, of course. Do your milestones and ranked for some ranked rewards. All right, there's your reminder. Nothing new still. So let's look at the competitive tab and let's take a look at what happened on Thursday. Thursday, we just had one thing, the Duos Ranked Cup for Reload. Let's take a look to see if this leaderboard looks like it works. It's loading. Okay. Here we go. First place, played 6 matches with 2 wins and 60 eliminations. Now this one, again, this is a reload tournament, so this one looks like, elimination points were a little more important. And now, even though this team only played 6 matches and only had 2 wins, their average placement was still second. But again, placement points not as big. Just 53 placement points and 60 placement points. So this one, if you would have looked it up before you started, eliminations were a lot more. See, even a victory royale in this mode was only 10 points total, and each elimination 1 point. So if you're somebody who could, go all out and get a ton of eliminations per match, you might get more eliminations in the match than you do placement points, even if you got the victory royale. So this is, one of the ones where you would have been wanting to go for eliminations, and it looks like the first place team, AZ Knight and Wefty, they did a good job of that because they averaged 10 eliminations per match. Again, so they averaged the same amount of elimination points as they would get for each victory royale, and then they still placed high in the other ones as well. So that was a good combination. Whereas second place, Joe the Panda and Wrestle, they played all 10 matches. They just had 1 victory royale, and their average eliminations was only 4. So they only had 41 elimination points and got 44 placement points. So, again, the big difference there really was eliminations. Almost, it's a difference of 19 elimination points. That would have got them to at least be close to first place instead of the wide gap that there is between first and second. All right, so there's a look at that. And again, just another reminder, depending on what mode it is and the scoring system, make sure you're looking that up before you start a tournament so you know the best strategy to go about winning it. All right, let's take a look at the item shop and see what's in the item shop today. Okay, let's start at the bottom. In the item shop today, special offers and bundles. We got cars, Amtraks, a ton are getting ready to rotate out. Marvel section still has the Fantastic Four bundle. Finally, the Puma Hicks, Jet, and Akari are getting ready to rotate out today. The sushi items and outfits, they're all still here. The Counting Stars bundle is still there. Today, they added in the Party Hips emote for 200. We have the Diverge glider for 800. The Divine Dragon glider for 1,200. Icebringer pickaxe for 800. The Lieutenant Look outfit with the Pixelator wrap for 1,500. These are the outfits that, whatever wrap you put on, the character's jacket becomes like that. It comes with a wrap. Mika outfit is 1,200. The Fishy Flourish emote is 400. Fish sticks. True Heart emote is 800. We got the Saskia outfit with Tattered Bronze wrap for 1,000. Wild Gunner for 800. Rift Warden Stellan outfit with the Warden Star back bling for 1,200. Cloudbreaker outfit for 1,200. Now we got the Nike Air Max 95 OG Neon kicks for 800. Nike Air Max 90 Harbor Blue White for 800. We have the Scalerta outfit with the sockets backbling for 1,200. And we have the Nike Air Force One Clear Harbor Blue kicks for 1,000. Right, the Victory Vibes, we got some new ones. We have the Lighter emote for 500. All right. Oh, dance looks fun. And Mystical Magical emote for 500. I am familiar with this song. This one, you're just like swaying your hips back and forth, and then there are stars, a moon, and an ice cream cone floating around. 500 V-Bucks for that. The No Sweat section is still here. Classic Combat, the Mortal Kombat items are still here. The Leftover section still here, still the same things. The T-Pain items are still here. The locker, and then it's rotating out today. The sidekicks are still here. Lara Croft is still here. The Simpson section, Bart Simpson, Rusty the Clown are still here. And now we have added in Lisa and Plopper. Okay? Plopper is the sidekick, again, the pig that you see from the movies. And then the unlockable rewards it's going to have. It is an emoticon of the pig walking upside down like it does in the movie on the roof. We got Plopper's heart, where Plopper gets really excited and I don't know. It's a heart with a picture of Plopper pops out and floats through the air. And then you get a bandana for Plopper, and then there's a big burp emote where Plopper does a big burp. All right, Plopper is 1,500 V-Bucks. Homer's Hedge Retreat, 300 V-Bucks, and this is the classic meme, of Homer walking back to hide into the hedges. 300 V-Bucks for that. All right, now the Lisa Simpson bundle. Okay, this includes the Lisa Simpson outfit for 1,500 V-Bucks, and it's just like Bart Simpson. It's Lisa Simpson, and she is controlling a robot body. You have Lisa's saxophone pickaxe for 800 V-Bucks. Woods, Lisa's saxophone. You have the saxophone solo emote for 400. The license is music because it's not playing here. I'm going to assume it is playing the music that Lisa plays in the intro for Simpsons. If that's not the case, somebody let me know. We have the monorail song, Simpsons jam track, 500 V-Bucks. And then you have the Lisa's Essentials back bling, which is a math book, another math book that says more math, and then another math book that says E equals MC squared. And then you got Radal on top, and then of course a paper, a graded paper sticking out of one of the books that says A++++. Because what else, what other grade would Lisa Simpson get? All right, all of those items come together in the Lisa Simpson bundle for 2,000 V-Bucks, which is 1,500 off the total. And that looks like everything today. You can get any and all of these items using code Mikey, MMMIKIE, in the item shop, and some of the proceeds will go to help support the show. All right, our item of the day today. Gosh. It's hard to pick just a single item because I really like all of this stuff. So, but we'll say the Lisa Simpson bundle. I really like the emote, the pickaxe. I like her back bling. It's all very fitting. But I do also really like the Plopper kick. That's really fun, really cute. But then also Homer's hedge retreat emote. Yeah, you kind of have to get that as well. So really, all the new stuff that added in for the Simpsons, it's all kind of tied for the item of the day. And I wouldn't blame you if you just got the Lisa Simpson bundle or just the Plopper sidekick, or even if you're just like, I don't have that many V-Bucks, but I really love that emote, then go get that emote. All right. Well, there you go. That's your item of the day. Let's take a look at any comments that we got from the community. And let's see here. Over on YouTube, Waffle says, what do you think about Fortnite showing off the item shop for the week? I like it. I like that they kind of give us a preview and give us confirmed dates on when certain items are coming out. Because I know the leakers, they often try to look in the files and then they guess on what date the items are coming out. And then there's sometimes, there's some items that they find in the files, they think they know when they're coming out, and then they just never come out. So this gives us confirmation. And because I have a limited amount of money, that means I have a limited amount of V-Bucks. And this kind of gives me a better idea on, planning on what I want to do with my V-Bucks. I can go, okay, well, at least I know these certain items are coming out soon. These are all items I'm interested in. Maybe I can only end up afford to getting one of them. And, that will help me, have a little more self-control and not get too excited about something and then it turns out the next day another thing that I wanted even more comes out, So I kind of like that that they've been doing this lately. And then in another comment, Waffles also says, you probably need a way to distinguish the two waffles. The calling the one on Spotify Waffles, otherwise people might think you're talking about me. You know what? That's a good idea. Since I have confirmation from you that the waffles on Spotify is not you, then I can, when that waffles comments, I'll have to remember to specify that this is the Spotify waffles. All right. All right. Thank you, Waffles, for those comments. Let's see here. That's all we had on YouTube. Over on Spotify, Oko says Fortnite should add a skin that you can customize with different shirts and pants, and you have to buy the stuff individually, like how you buy shoes. Oko, I am sure that is going to happen at some point. We do have outfits that they do have, customizable shirts or customizable pants or hair or whatever, but those are all like you buy that outfit and then they have their own preset things that you can customize them even further. But I'm sure what you're talking about will come one day. I'm sure there will be all kinds of items that they will add to make it so that you can just buy whatever, model character you want. And oh yeah, you change the shoes, but also you can change the pants, whatever brand that they put in and styles that they put in. Same goes with shirts or jackets or any number of accessory items. I'm sure all that stuff will be options at some point down the line, and that they would have a whole line of outfits of different models that you could buy that would just be probably pretty plain, and then just further customize them the way that you're talking about. All right, Coco, thank you for your comment. That looks like all the comments today. Thank you so much, everybody, for checking out the show. Make sure you go join the daily Fortnite Discord and hang out with us. Follow me over on Twitch, Twitter, and YouTube. Head over to Apple Podcasts, leave a 5-star rating and a written review for a shout out on the show. Make sure you subscribe so you don't miss an episode. And until next time, have fun, be safe, and don't get lost in the storm.